Hello, friends, and welcome to the show. This is Livestream with Restream. I'm your host, Anya, with Restream Team United States, and joining me today is Gustavo with Restream Team Europe. How are you doing today?
Yeah, oh, good here. Thanks, Anya. Yeah. So, hello, everyone. Hello, Anya. Yeah, I'm here, Gustavo, straight from Tallinn, Estonia.
Awesome. So, welcome everybody. Today, we are super excited. The theme of our conversation today is chat, live chat, and different ways how you can engage your audience by having a conversation with them. So, we are going to just display our topic as a little caption here. And folks in the chat, we invite you to, of course, ask us any questions because this is a live Q&A. And even if your question is not about Restream chat features, but about something else in Restream product, please feel free to drop it in the chat whenever you want. We'll be happy to take those questions and address them. So I guess the first question that we have for the community is, of course, where you guys are watching us from. And if you feel like dropping a little flag of your country. We kind of talked about this with Gustavo today earlier before we started. How good is our geography? So that's going to be a cool test. So drop us a little flag to let us know which country you're from, and we'll see if we can guess it just by the flag without telling us exactly what that country is. And I promise we won't cheat on Google. It's actually not very easy to Google a flag. What do you think? How would you Google a flag? Like this
I don't know.
green and orange? Like how do you even do that?
I really don't know. I think I would try just to type the colors and say country with flag colors. I don't know, and just describe the colors, type the colors. I hope I won't. I hope my geography lessons in the past will pay off right now.
Exactly. Well, folks are helping us here. This is really, really cool. So first people started with just naming the country, and we're going to acknowledge our first people. Namsay is from London, England. Hello, London. That's amazing. And we have Tommy who is saying hello. If I have an app and website, would it work live? That's a great question. We'll get back to it very soon right here. So Addie's saying hello from Nigeria. That's awesome. Feel free to drop the flag. I would love to know how that one looks. So Visna is saying hello from, oh my God, here's our flag. I'm going to go with Czech Republic. But
No, I think it's either Slovakia or Croatia.
It could be Croatia. Oh my God, I was just there recently.
Yeah, it's kind of small. I'm gonna blame my site on this one.
Yeah, it's a little small. So there's a little bit of like courtesy for us, like not necessarily seeing the whole thing. But yes, I do believe that this is Croatia, actually. Visna, let us know how wrong are we or how right are we? We're collectively changing our mind and going with Croatia. Oh my God, that's amazing. So Moho Rising is saying hello from Florida. Actually, I don't know if we have flags and emojis for states, but every state in the United States has flags. So yeah. That would be awesome. All right, we got it. Businesses, bingo, Croatia. That's amazing. I was just there for vacation in Dubrovnik and Split and Omish, and it's my love. It's like I want to retire in that country. I want to live there forever. I want to move there today. Like I don't even know. It was just the most beautiful thing
country,
in the world.
indeed.
It's
Yeah,
so
I've been
pretty.
to Split and it was amazing. So kudos to Croatia.
Nancy France, Thomas, awesome. Thanks for joining us from Philippines. Awesome, great. Hello. So there is another flag right here from Samesh. Okay, so this one.
India.
That's India. Amazing. Perfect. You see, you're not.
Well, let's see. Let's see if I'm right. I'm always blaming my site. Yeah.
Some people are just going safe and they're just saying Georgia. Like we're not going to throw the flag on you. That's amazing. And yeah, so, okay, great question right here. Since we are talking about chats today and all about Restream Chat and how to use chats to engage the audience, we are actually getting our first amazing question that is going to be just a nice segue into the conversation of what is going on. Oh, hello from Canada. That's amazing. And salute from Italy. So back to the question. When people are chatting on Facebook, when live through Restream, their name is not showing up. It's saying Facebook user. So that's a great one, and that's also a great opportunity for us to acknowledge our Facebook group and community on Restream. We cherish and value greatly all your feedback, all your feature requests. So hello everyone who is watching from the Facebook community. So in order to be able to give us a permission to show your name if you are watching from a Facebook group, you actually need to give permissions to Restream. And I'm going to to drop the link in just a second how you can do that. One moment. Get that link for you guys. So yeah, it's just a permissions thing. So Facebook as a platform does not allow us to basically showcase your name unless you gave us this permission. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat right here. And also I'm going to show it as a caption so you guys can see it if for whatever reason the chat is not coming through to your platform. So here is the link. So you got to go to chat.restream.io/Facebook, and that's where you would ask your community members to give us permission to showcase your name when we are highlighting your chats and when you're appearing in the chat. Otherwise, yes, you're going to show up as Facebook user. It's also the same thing for LinkedIn. Like if LinkedIn chatters appear as LinkedIn users, that means that their settings do not allow they don't give permission to show their name when they are watching live streams and communicating in it. So that's basically what's going on. And I see there are a lot of this is really cool. There are some
I think this is for you, Anya. Like Anna Lou is saying that she's your avid fan. I think it's for you because this is my only second live show with Restream. So
maybe
and my first one was not
you.
so good, so she can't be my fan. She's yours.
She can be. She totally can.
You know
she
what, Anna Lou?
Can.
I'm also Anya's fan. She's amazing.
Analu, let us know whose fan are you? Because I'm still betting on Gustavo. He's such a charming person. Awesome. All right. So yeah, so we covered the chat on Facebook. So this is how you give permissions. And I do see another question actually from Facebook users. So use that chat permission thing if you want us to show your name. Am I correct in assuming that pairs only works between two Restream accounts? That's a pairs question, so it's not necessarily about chat. But since we are actually pairing with some of our team members today, and I'm seeing some chats appearing as paired, I'll be happy to take this question. So not it's so you're correct that the person, in order to pair with you, does have to have a Restream account. But it's not only two Restream accounts. You can pair with multiple people, up to 20 actually. And it's a very simple process for your pairs. What you will do is you will share your pairs link with people who you want to connect their channels to your stream. They'll go through simple steps to create an account. It's free for them to create an account and to add channels. And then once they add those channels, you'll be able to see them on your event card. And when you go live, you will stream on all of those channels at the same time in addition to your own. So this is what Restream Pairs does. It allows you to invite other people to add their channels to your live events. And you're not limited to two accounts. You don't share any credentials between those accounts. You simply send one link and the person creates a Restream account in order to give us the opportunity to add those channels to the stream. Awesome. All right. Woo, so many amazing pair chats here. So I can see David says, hi, great to see Restream on my channel. I believe David did pair with us today, so that's probably why he's seeing us. That's amazing. Thanks, David. That's really cool. So also within that whole pairs team, the question is, I want to know how to get more views. So pairing is a great opportunity to boost your viewership. If you have friends, partners, coworkers who have big communities and your streams are relevant to them, pair with them, send that stream everywhere. As you can see, we're collecting chats from paired channels as well, so you can have a conversation across everybody, and that is amazing. All right, hello from Kenya, and there is a lot of Tommy saying I was trying to find something like that forever. Actually, guys, there's a live stream with Restream episode that was prior to this one 2 weeks ago, where we specifically demo that feature and we kind of showcase and talk about that exclusively. So you can rewatch that one, or there's also a lot of material that we are putting up on our YouTube channel around the pairs theme. And there's a lot of conversation in our Facebook group and community. So join our Facebook group with Restream, and then that's also a great space to have to learn more about pairs. All right.
Apparently,
I guess another
sorry.
pairs question. Sorry, I'm just gonna this is supposed to be a chat conversation, right? And we're talking about pairs primarily. Once I click the link and approve it, there is nothing else for people to do once I turn the chat overlay on. So just to make sure we're on the same page, I'm assuming that you're talking about pairs. If you're sharing the link with someone to pair, once they connect the channels, and then you can see the channels that they connected, you can actually disconnect or toggle off the channels that you don't want to go live on for some reason. But the chats will then appear just like your regular chats. They will be marked as paired, so you know that those are coming from your paired accounts, from the paired channels. There is the chat overlay will work with paired channels as well. By the way, guys, just drop us a couple of messages right now so we can showcase that, and we can see like how the pairs chat is going to appear. It's not going to be marked on your screen if you are doing the chat overlay. So it's just going to be regular chat. So only for you will mark them as paired in your chat tab section. All right. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. So as you can see, like some of the chats that are popping up right now are paired, but they are not marked as paired on your screen, because for your community, we just put them all together. Amazing. All right. So Tommy is asking, can I add something like this for my customer? Again, if this is a pairs question, you do have the opportunity to pair with your clients. Yes, absolutely. It can be your brand partner. It can be a co-marketing campaign. It could be your guest that you're interviewing. Whoever that is, just send them the paired link in advance. Ask them to add the channels to the event, and then you'll go live everywhere at the same time. So clients and customers, pairing with clients and customers is actually a great use case. We're going to talk about that too eventually once we're back on the pairs theme. So let us talk about chat, because this is what we are here for today. And I think we're kind of like naturally showcasing our chat overlay right now. So let's cover this a little bit. So as you can see at Restream, and I'm going to show you exactly how you get there in a minute, you can overlay your whole chat, like all the chats coming from all the platforms, on your screen. As you can see it's right there for me, I like on the side, and you can see how people are showing up, and we have an icon that shows which platform they're commenting from. So there's YouTube, lots of YouTube today, and of course, if someone is saying if someone could drop us a line from Facebook or LinkedIn, that would be awesome. So we can kind of show that that different icon there, so the whole audience can see where the chat is coming from. So what is powerful about the chat overlay? So number one is that you get to see the whole thing together on the screen, right? Like you yourself can you can watch secretly, or you can watch it right on your chat. But most importantly, it's for other people watching you from other platforms. So if someone is watching on Facebook, like Roberto right now, he's just waving us on Facebook, as you can see, he can now see the question from Francisco and the comment from the Halloween Hunter, and also the comment from pulling each other along, right? And David Walsh is coming in, and like all those conversations all of a sudden become visible to everybody, creating this inclusive space in your live stream that truly goes across all platforms and allows everyone to have this conversation together. So that is the power of animated chat and of the chat overlay. So that's how I like to use it, and this is kind of how I like to think about it. What do you think, Gustavo? What's the most amazing part that you find in chat overlay? It's actually a unique feature, right? Like no one else has it. It's Restream exclusive.
Exactly, yeah, and it's really nice to engage with your audience, and it's a nice way, to communicate with them and make sure that you're highlighting comments, people that like your show or your service. So it's super amazing, and it makes it so interactive. And yeah, you guys should use it all the time, because it's really cool.
Awesome, amazing. All right, so yeah, I can see that some LinkedIn comments are coming through. So this is awesome. Like right now, we have all the Facebook and YouTube and all kinds of things. That's great. And again, regarding pairs, it sounds like David has a comment here that he is going to make a video about Restream Pairs on Saturday stream to make sure. So he will cover about how that works for views and subscribers. So that's great, guys. Check it out if you are David's subscribers. That's going to be great. All right, quick showcase of the chat overlay. I'm just going to share my screen here so you can see exactly what I see. So see how my chats are marked as paired right here. Isn't that cool? So it really shows you which chats are coming from your own community and your own channels versus the ones that are coming from your paired channels. So if I want to overlay this whole thing, I will go to my chat section in Restream Studio and then click chat overlay, and then this whole chat will appear just like it was on the screen earlier. So I'm just going to hide it for now. So since it's kind of too much going on. Oops, here we go. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Maybe make a little bit more neutral background since there is kind of quite a bit going on there right now. All right, so that's how the chat would work. Chat overlay would work in Restream Studio. And of course, if you are using Restream Studio, the chat tab on your right is the best way to see your aggregated chat comments and highlight the ones that you want to showcase, just like this. So at any moment, you can do this, and you see like we're getting really cool comments here. Like Robert is saying chat overlay prepares more engagement, and they referred me to this live platform. This is amazing. Good stuff. So coming back to the chat and conversation. So I actually wanted to share with you some revelation that I recently had. I was thinking about like what is our web and online experience in general, right? And I came to a conclusion that everything that's happening on the web is a conversation, right? Like when you're sending an email, you're starting a conversation. When someone is visiting your website or your service or even your social media page, they are starting a conversation. They have some kind of question in mind, right? And they're trying to find an answer. So in that context, going live and having live interactive chat is probably the best way to have a real-time conversation because you're having it here and now. You get quick feedback loops as you go. And as I can see right now, there's a lot of amazing questions, comments, feature feedbacks, feature requests that we are collecting during this live event. So that is what's powering us as creators of Restream, right? And of course, that's something that can power you as a service provider, as a creator of goods and products and services. So whatever that you are streaming, teaching, selling, or offering to your community, it is a lot easier to serve them when you can have a conversation. And it goes both ways, right? It's a two-way street. So how do you engage your community using chats? So in my opinion, it is extremely important to acknowledge people when they are commenting in the chat. Just like right now, David is saying chats are fantastic, loads of engagement with them. Yes, absolutely. And it is engagement when you are acknowledging those chats, right? When you're saying, hey, David, that's a great comment. I 100% agree with you on this one. So this is what we recommend when people are asking, how do I get more engagement on my live streams? When I have a lot of views, everything seems to go well, but I'm not sure that people are on the same page with me. I'm not sure if they're included in the conversation. Make them feel like they are welcome to add their questions and to add their comments, even if it's just a feedback and not necessarily a question for you. Awesome. So coming back to questions, right? Gustavo, you can pick the next one. So we kind of like keep that going, and I'll pick the next one for you.
Thing. Yeah.
So Francisco is asking, during the live, could you add sounds? Like if you do something funny, can you add laughing sounds? Okay, that's a great question. So currently in Restream Studio, you cannot add sound effects. We do have an option to add background music. So there is a royalty-free, never-ending background music in 6 different genres that you can have, but we don't have sound effects in Restream Studio yet. However, if you're using different encoders, such as Ecamm or OBS, and then connect that to Restream in order to go live on multiple platforms, you do have that option through those alternative encoders. That's a cool feature request. I'm actually going to make a quick screenshot of this because I like good questions that could make a good feature request for us. So So be sure that I'm going to pass that over to our product team. That's awesome. All right. Another great question. Charles says, there's something that is sort of confusing. Your stream shows that you only have 30 viewers. How many come from paired channels? So currently on my, let me show you what I see, right? Because what you're seeing is probably what YouTube is showing, or like whichever end platform you're looking at is showing you. So I'm just going to toggle my shared screen in and see how, just going to zoom it a little bit, see how this is my basically views, right, per channel. So you can see that I can see the viewers on Restream. That's about 30, right? There are also Restream Facebook. I can see some other folks that are connected their channels. There's David Walsh. We're looking at 2 viewers right now on them. Anton, Grace. Like, so I can see like specifically a breakdown on how many people are watching us right now from all those different channels. So that's the accumulated viewership that I see. As you notice, some of them did show zeros because not all platforms are actually sharing viewer information with us, specifically closed Facebook groups. And I'm going to show the viewer count in Restream Studio. But other than those like specific privacy settings in certain groups and communities, you should be able to see the views from your paired channels as well. So as a host, you'll be aware. I hope that answers your question, Charles. That's awesome. Oh,
Heavy
okay,
user
cool.
here.
Awesome. I streamed over 275 live episodes. Oh my gosh, Gabe, really? Gosh, congratulations. That's a lot of episodes. And this is one of the coolest things that have been added to Livestream. Restream is definitely stepping up this game. Gabe, I would love to hear if you mean the chat overlays or like our chat functionalities, or if you are referring to Pairs, because actually Pairs is, I'm one of the product owners on Pairs, and it's kind of my baby. So like if that's about Pairs, I'm going to try not to cry because it really made my day. But even if it's about chats, it's also amazing. It's really good to hear. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. That is awesome. So yeah, business here is saying that LinkedIn doesn't show view counter either. Yes, that's the LinkedIn API settings. They currently do believe that that's a private information, so they don't share it with us just yet. So this is really, really cool. All right. So another great question about chats, which is our topic today. We're talking about chats, conversations, engaging your live viewers through chats. Is it possible to get the chat refresh to be faster than 3 seconds, and as advised by support? So the thing is that different platforms send us chats with different frequencies. So actually, YouTube takes the longest. I believe YouTube is closer to 10 seconds before we can see them in Restream. And Facebook chats or Twitch chats are a little bit more instant. There is always going to be a little bit of a delay between the moment when you send the chat on end platform and before it appears in Restream. So 3 seconds is generally about what you're going to look at. We are constantly looking at ways to make it faster because we understand that it's super important to bring you the comment as soon as it appears. And so you can react to that as soon as possible. But currently, slight delay with chats is inevitable since we're aggregating them from different platforms. There's API connection going on. So slight delays, 3, 5 to up to 10 seconds, depending on the platforms, is normal. If you're experiencing that, that's normal. If the delay is longer than 10 seconds, please reach out to our support team and see what's going on with the setup, because maybe there's something that we can help you tweak to make it a little faster. But yeah, slight delay is part of the game when it comes to multi-streaming. All right. And yeah, Gabe says pairs that I was mentioning is a wonderful feature. Thank you so much. I can't wait for it to pick up and become available to more people, because live streaming is all about collaboration. Live streaming is all about working together, building your audiences together, sharing knowledge, connecting skilled people with curious people. And I believe that more people can participate, more people can amplify your events and live streams, better it is for humanity. So that's what we were thinking when we were building Pairs.
Pairs is such a big thing that I think Anya won't sleep tonight.
This is so amazing. This is so amazing. All right, so let's look at our next question today. So there's feature requests. Those are my favorite. Mm-hmm. That's going to be something that I'm also going to screenshot today. Stanley Carl says feature request, the ability to scroll back in the chat on the dashboard to the beginning of the broadcast. So as a host, you are actually able to do that. And I'm going to show you right now. I'm just going to scroll all the way and see like how we have one of our first comments here. and it was London, England, NumSat. So you as a host do have the option to do that. I'm assuming that you are referring that maybe the guests cannot do it when they are joining you and watching your stream. That is something that we're actually working on bringing. And in addition to that, there's also an idea to give you the ability to pin certain chats. So, for example, if you had a great question, such as the one that Gustavo is now looking to to serve me, so we can have the next question ready. So you can actually pin and star the ones that you like, and then just come back to the very special ones after you are done answering the ones. So, but yes, I did screenshot that one. It's a good feature request, and we'll definitely follow up with you on that one. Francisco, another doubt. If you are speaking about a nice trip you had, can you add a pic you took of the moment during the live stream? Yes. You know what, guys? I'm going to show you how you can do that. So there's several different ways to do it. So we actually have a feature called overlays, right, in your graphics. And if you have one of the accounts that you where you have your custom graphics, then you should be able to add any picture that you took. And I'm actually going to show you something really, really cool here as your overlay. And then when you want to show it on the screen, you can simply do this. See how, like, this is the picture from Kiev, actually, when I was building Kiev Light, our little studio that just like a Kiev office studio version, we went live with the studio team. So yes, so the easiest way to do that is to add it as your overlay and then pop it on your stream. You can also, if you wanted to look a little cleaner, you can actually turn off your own cameras and turn off Gustavo's camera whenever he's ready, and then just pop it up like this, so you don't have like a bunch of different people and videos, and then you can talk over it. As you can see, you can still hear me. So yeah, I hope this answers your question, Francisco. And there's so many more. This is so cool. This is so cool. Francisco says thanks. All right. Okay. So Stanley says we had a very like broadcast, like very dynamic chat with 500 a minute. Oh wow, 500 chats a minute, and we were not able to scroll backwards fully. I hear you. There is actually a limit, I believe. So depending on like how busy and how intensive your chat is, there is a limit after which we kind of like stop storing those chats. And if you're getting 500 a minute, you are probably reaching that limit a little bit faster than I would here, because my average chat count is actually about 500 total. So like you're, light years faster. There is a reason why there's this technical limitation there, but I definitely will go ahead and bring it up. Just going to screenshot this one as well. So this is what's beautiful about chats, guys. This is a feedback loop. This is live conversation. You guys are telling me what is bothering you, what is something that we could do to help and to serve you better, to elevate your experience. And we are just taking that stuff and feeding that into the product. No other live or online video experience could do that. Live video or interactive stream is the only way today to connect with people from all over the world, as we remember those flags flying around, and get their feedback on your product and get their opinion, get their requests. This is amazing. This is my favorite part. So awesome. Stanley says, thank you, Anya. You're welcome. Absolutely. This is why we're here for. Okay.
Discounts
Restream, Raphael, yes, Restream app anytime. Yeah, so I'm assuming we're talking about mobile app. This is definitely something that we are constantly having conversation with our product team with. Definitely giving you the opportunity to stream from your mobile is something that we want to deliver at some point. The important part is that to do it right, it's not a very trivial task to make a good live streaming app from such a tiny device as your mobile phone, right? Like these guys are not necessarily designed to power high quality, real time video with chats running from different platforms and also streaming it to multiple destinations. Add to that guests, sharing screens, any kind of audio, video materials that you might be playing, and that becomes a little bit of an overkill for your little bitty phone and its operation system. But we are thinking in that direction. We just feel that it's very important to do it right versus do it soon, right? So we are exploring this opportunity, because yes, definitely that will open up a lot of doors for streamers who want to go mobile, who want to stream from different locations while they're on the go. And just simply, mobile phone is the device that everyone has. So it's definitely going to bring democratize live streaming, right? Like, so more people can do it. Thanks for the request. That makes a lot of sense.
One more
Milan
question
says,
from Dean.
Awesome. Do you have to be the host on the live, also known as on camera, to control the studio? Great question. Love that. I actually have a video on my LinkedIn. I see Milan is on LinkedIn, so I recommend you connecting with me. You can find me as Anya Rezina at Restream on LinkedIn. I literally yesterday recorded a video about co-producer mode. And how that's different from pairs, because we had some questions about people not being quite sure if those things are different, and they are. So you do have a co-producer mode in Restream. For that, you will need to share your credentials with another person, actually something that we're doing with this guy right now. So we're both logged into the same account. And if I chose to have him as a hidden or remote producer, I could simply, sorry for doing that to you, Gustavo, toggle
That's
him
okay.
off and see how now, like, here are my hands, I'm not doing anything, but Gustavo is going to change here we go. So different question. So your remote producer could be hidden, completely invisible, no camera, no audio, but he or she will be hearing everything that you're saying, and they will have all the same controls over the stream as you do as a host. So that means that they can control your graphics, your chats, they can pull your guests in and out, kick them out if they need to, change your layouts, your overlays, start stream, stop stream, everything that you do, they can do too, but being behind the scenes and hidden. Super popular feature for folks who are running dynamic streams with a lot going on, when the host has to focus on the content and the narrative, and someone else has to control the graphics and the run of the show. So definitely something that we have available in Restream. Can we have more than one Rtmp feed in studio? Great question. So currently it is one Rtmp source in studio, but I don't think it's impossible technically to do more. It might be a little bit of a toll on your machine. So you have to have some powerful computers in order to be able to power that, which I'm assuming you guys do, since you're running some serious streams out there based on your previous comments. So currently, yes, there's one Rtmp pool. You can pull in OBS, Ecamm, or even your Zoom webinar and get it on your studio right here. So then you can overlay your comments, your graphics, your chats on top of that stream or Rtmp feed. So one source at a time. As of today, great suggestions for the future. Thanks for bringing this up. Amazing. All right, I'm going to take business question here. Sharing credentials, username and password is not really an option for me. Would you? But I would love to have a real co-producer mode where I can invite another user. Yeah, so currently for co-producer mode, if you want to give a person exactly the same rights and opportunities as you have as a host, you will have to share credentials. One workaround could be, it kind of depends if you also want to be the person on camera. One workaround that you might have is if you want to have the credentials yourself, maybe you can become that co-producer, but you can invite the speaker, the person who is going to be talking, as a guest. In that case, you have all the controls. You're not sharing your credentials with anybody, and you are the one controlling everything. But in that case, someone else will have to speak, so you can focus on the run of the show and the graphics, and that person can focus on content. Alternatively, of course, you can do it all yourself. As always, Restream Studio is pretty easy to run solo. This is what I do for most of my shows. But yeah, I personally find it extremely helpful to just even get someone to join you as a guest before you go live, which is something we did today with our coworker Lawson. He helped us to make sure that we had good sound, that everything looks good, that, you know, like no one is overpowering the other person with the mics. Just a little tech check, just a little sync. So that can be done by inviting a person as a guest, so they can kind of like join and give you a little thumbs up that everything worked well.
I hope
Awesome.
that also answered this question. How do we set up the producer feature? It's basically what Anya was just explaining right now.
Yeah, no setup at all. For co-producer, you simply share the credentials. You log in whenever you're ready to prepare for your stream. Your co-producer logs in at the same time with you, and then you guys both work as kind of like equal partners in running that stream. One important thing that I would mention there, something that we experienced today with Gustavo, if you are running a stream from an event, be sure that your co-producer enters studio from that event card and not just joins the studio for instant streaming, because in that case, you'll be in two different rooms. I'm sure you'll find each other eventually anyway, but that's just a pro tip. Make sure you're entering the same event, or if you're streaming instantly, you're going instantly together. Awesome. Good stuff. Thank you, Milan. You are amazing. Great, great, great questions. So I guess one last thing that I wanted to mention about the chat is that you actually have a private chat in addition to the chats with your community. So that is something that I wanted to show you real quick here. Again, sharing my screen, opening this up, and see how actually let me hide the chat. Yeah, see how we have like this little cute little chat comment. So Gustav is Restream today, and so he says, "Hey Anya," and I also can do the same by saying hi there. So, and of course I misspelled there. So this is a great tool to communicate with love chats. That's a cool name for something. Love chats. So private chat is great because sometimes you and either your co-producer or your guest, or if you have a panel discussion with multiple guests, need to know something that you want to tell them, but you don't necessarily want to broadcast it everywhere, right? You don't want to type it in the chat. You don't want to say it out loud. So private chat is your space to coordinate, to communicate with either your co-producer or your guests. Things like, hey, your microphone is a little off, or maybe you should turn off that mobile phone when we're live because it's making this dingling sounds and it will be really difficult to remove on post-production. So let's just keep it quiet and off. So that kind of stuff, you can always use private chat for that. Good stuff. Amazing. All right. Second screen view. Clean output without the dashboard, like a confidence monitor for presenter would be great. At the moment, we use a second browser tab, but that's a little glitchy sometimes. Got you. So second screen view. So basically, you're showing the same thing, and you just open two different tabs on with the same Restream Studio live stream, and you're just like looking at different things there. Let me know if I'm following you correctly, because second screen view, I'm not 100% sure I got it right. Awesome. And there is a question also from Charles, suggested feature, my favorite. Let's highlight that while we're getting the comment from, like, the little follow-up from Stanley. Suggested feature. I use a complete remote system where I use cellular 5G signal to live stream with my mirrorless camera using camera FI. Is Restream bringing this feature soon? So the remote system, again, I'm not 100% sure that we're talking about the same thing, but I'm assuming that this is regarding the Restream deck or like some kind of hotkeys that you can use remotely. Let me know if I'm following you correctly, because with mirrorless cameras, you can already mirrorless cameras work just fine with Restream Studio. I'm personally using Camlink, and I'm connecting my Canon EOS T8i, and that's what makes this image. It's pretty simple setup. I just have it on the tripod, connected to Camlink to my dock, and then to my laptop. That can also be done through USB directly from Camlink. So let's see. How long has this company been around? Well, present company is relatively new. Restream has been around for a little bit over 5 years. I think we're going to be 6 years this December. So that's pretty exciting. I personally have been with Restream for a little bit over than 3 years, and Gustavo is coming up on his first year right now, right?
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Almost. Awesome. All right. There is another question here from Lord Browser. Lord Browser, I love that name, by the way. This is so creative. Lord Browser, awesome. Did you see my question about Yammer and Stream to that platform needs secure Rtmp? Could you please repeat that question? Because we had a couple.
Here.
Okay, awesome. Here we go. Thanks, Gustavo. I would like to stream to Yammer, but I was told that you were only supporting Rtmp. not the secure encrypted protocol that is called SRTMP. Yes, so currently Restream is only supporting Rtmp protocol. That's actually kudos to anyone who would type in the chat what Rtmp stands for. It's always interesting to see what people think that means. So yes, currently Rtmp only. We do not support secure and encrypted protocols, but it is an interesting feature request for us to make a note of. Boom. Making a funny
And
face
here's
because I'm making a screenshot. Continue on second screen. Yes. Single computers with two
here's the
displays.
clarification that you asked when Stanley asked
Yeah.
about. I think he's talking about splitting the screen.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. Yes. Single computer with two displays, one with dashboard for admin and the other for presenter to see the program broadcast. Got you. Yes. Yes, that makes sense. That's actually good. That's actually a good idea because as we know, there is a full screen mode in Restream. So if you are a presenter, you can actually click the hotkey is actually F. So if you just simply press F or Command F, I guess, you will be able to get the full screen on for you if you're a presenter, and all you will see is just yourself. And then if someone else is helping you to select chat comments, then you will, of course, be seeing them fed to you and served to you. But then on another one, you can have a dashboard where you can actually control things. That makes a lot of sense, Stanley. Yes, I'm going to make a note of that as well because I can see how that could be helpful even for me. That's really, really good idea. Real-time messaging protocol. Google is my friend. I can't believe you guys Google that. Real-time messaging protocol. That is correct. Remote trailers and motor on board.
I love this one.
That is so good. That is so good. Oh my god. This is really cool. Any word to when you can integrate with TikTok? Great question. It is kind of up to TikTok, I believe, when they will be able and ready to give us the API connection. I am pretty sure that currently you can stream to TikTok through custom Rtmp. But of course, customer TMP is a one-way street, so your stream will go there, but the comments will not be coming back. So it's arguably just broadcasting, not having a conversation, which is the theme of today. But I believe that that's already possible. We are definitely looking into that. That's our BD team question. So hopefully, whenever those conversations and negotiations move forward, we are looking forward to that. If TikTok team is watching us or anyone who has connections at TikTok, let us know or let them know that we would be very excited to work with them and bring them to our family of platforms to Restream too. Amazing. All right. Oh, sorry. Restream has a common user forum where we could share overlays, dynamic backgrounds, etc. Yes, Lord Browser, we do. We have a Facebook community. It's a Facebook group called Restream Community, and I am going to actually drop you the link to. I mean, you can find it pretty easily by just searching groups and finding Restream, but I'm going to send you the link right now. Sending it over in chats. So it's really easy, clickable. We are actually having a lot of contests and a lot of different activities there. So you can also suggest your feature requests in the community. You can ask a question. It's members driven. So a lot of questions and a lot of comments are actually treated and addressed by the community itself. But Restream team is always there, and we are paying very close attention to product requests, features, any kind of issues that you guys are reporting. And it's a great space to network and also exchange things like overlays, graphics, and support each other, try to pair, all the good stuff. Thanks, our browser. Thank you. That is amazing. All right. So I think there was another comment from Charles. Just wanted to acknowledge that because I know he was joining us last time for the pair stream. I actually hooked my Sony A1 to my Sony Xperia phone and then opened my Camera 5 FI app, which allows me to link my camera signal to my cell phone and uses my 5G cellular signal to live stream. It's interesting setup. Yeah. Is there any reason why you don't use the just the regular wired connection? Generally speaking, wired internet works a little bit better for web browser based applications. So when you are using something like Restream, or even like Google Meetups for the sake of that conversation, right? When it's browser based, it's a little bit better to be wired than to be on Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi's do tend to fluctuate a little bit more, which might result in some little frame drops, delays, and things like that. But it's a very interesting setup. I would love to hear a little more about like why you have it set up that way, because all this use case is extremely interesting to me. So I personally have not heard of anything like that. So most of the time for me, it's just a laptop, and it's just a little bit more stable when I'm wired. And then the cam link is so far the best solution that I was able to find on the market to make your DSLR, to trick your computer into thinking that your DSLR is a webcam. But that is very interesting. I would love to hear a little bit more about that. Awesome. You really helped me in the beginning of my YouTube career. Oh my God, guys. This is what yes. Yes, let's do it together, Gustavo, like two hearts. We love hearing this kind of feedback. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Super Z. This is really great to hear. This is really really awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That melts my heart. Amazing. Um, so there's another question about the encrypt option. The encrypt stream. Oh no, sorry, that's not an encrypt. We broadcast from Johannesburg, South Africa. Let me showcase this one. From Johannesburg, South Africa, would be grand to have a Restream server closer to Frankfurt. Yes, screenshotting this because this is actually for our DevOps team. And yes, great request. Thank you. Yeah, so it's
Only
interesting. So you're basically,
I
yeah.
have the CTO sitting on my side. I will ask him personally. Let's see.
Ah, yeah, totally. Amazing. All right. All right. So as we are wrapping up, I think we're going to take about two more last questions. Let us know if you have any other questions about chat, about engaging your audience and your community. I think we wanted to make sure that we close it with with a couple of comments about like what are some tips to engage the community. And for me, the tip is always make sure you acknowledge people, make sure you respond to their questions to the best of our ability. So I apologize if someone sent the question and we didn't have a chance to get to it today. What I will do is I will actually go through the Facebook comments, LinkedIn comments, and actually respond to you guys because those are appearing as comments under the video. If your question on YouTube was not answered today and you still would like to hear our thoughts and our ideas on that one, please make it a comment. So now this is a chat, right? It's a live chat that we're looking at. But once the video is done, a lot of people will be watching the replays. And if you can make your question a comment to the video, I will be also checking those and returning to your questions and sending you some helpful links, tips, any comments like that. So that's all good stuff. And yeah, so on your chats, make sure just remember that live chat is the most important and the most amazing part of live video. Like this is one of the main reasons why you would go live. It's because you can have this real-time conversation with people. So be sure to give them something to talk about, right? Give them the opportunity to ask their questions and then acknowledge them as much as you can. Awesome. By the way, we are very happy with Restream and broadcast on behalf of blue chip corporates. No hesitation recommending Restream. Awesome, Stanley. That's so good to hear. One of the things that we're also planning to introduce on our YouTube soon with my team, with our influencer marketing team, is to showcase our customers. Restream clients or Restream customers is a new show that is going to start in the fall. And we are going to interview, those are going to be pre-recorded interviews, and we're just going to showcase different people and different scenarios, how they are streaming with our tools. So that actually also comes back to Charles and his interesting setup and his unique situation. So we'll ask you about what you do, how you do that, how Restream is helping to solve your business problems, and anything unique and special that we are supporting and serving you with. So please let us know if you want to be featured there. Drop us a line. Awesome. Joshua from Facebook, during live stream, often the stream ends whenever there is a network hitch, even just for like 5 seconds, which leads to a great loss of traffic. Is there any way to go about that? Great question, Joshua. Yes. So 5 seconds is not enough time for us to disconnect the stream. It actually takes, I believe, about 2 minutes, and I'll check for sure with our technical team to make sure I give you the best answer. But it will most of the time reconnect you if you are reconnecting within 1 or 2 minutes. So 5 seconds will give you a little glitch. For example, if you lost connection or if your laptop died, if something like that happened, we will still reconnect you to the same event or to the same stream. There will be a little bit of a hiccup or glitch, but you will be coming back to that event. If you were offline for whatever reason, network issue, computer, anything else, for over 1 or 2 minutes, then of course Restream considers that stream ended. And in order to not stack all of your future streams together as one feed, or basically making your audience sit there and watch dark screen when you're done streaming for real, we do disconnect it and then it starts a different event. So the most important thing in that case is to make sure that you have good connection when you're going live. If something happened, try to reconnect within 1 minute. There is also a feature that we have on our business plans called fallback or fail safe. So that's basically allowing you to create a secondary stream, basically a backup stream. And if one fails, Restream automatically reconnects it to the other. So that failback feature is a good option for those who are running professional streams where it is extremely important to get the stream on even if something fails. So you can look into that. You can contact our customer support. They can walk you through that feature and tell you a little bit more about that and see if that's going to be right for you. But generally under a minute, we will still reconnect you back to the same event or to the same stream. Over a minute, we'll start the new one. The best way to avoid it is to have good connection, and if something failed, connect as soon as you can. Awesome. David, yes, just reconnect straight back to Restream. I've had my laptop completely die and just logged back in, and the live stream was still there. Loved it. Yes, so if you are quick enough to do it within 1 or 2 minutes, and like I said, I'll get back to you on the very accurate number on that, you will be back into the same event, and only after 2 minutes, you'll be starting a new one. Awesome. Is that available for the Pro plan? So the failback feature, I believe it's one of our premium or business features because it's a very specific thing. It actually takes, I believe, a second setup. So you'll need a different computer to run that extra additional stream. So most of the users who are taking advantage of those features are people who are streaming, broadcasting live sport events or some other like extremely high level cannot lose that type thing. I believe actually one of the use cases for failback was when National Geographic streamed the full solar eclipse that happened 4 or 5 years ago. I was just starting at Restream at that time, and they were broadcasting that solar eclipse through Restream. So imagine how important, right? Like that's the event that happens once in 100 years. So they did use the failback just in case something happens with the mainstream. So they had the backup to join right in. So I believe it's one of these business features because it has a very specific use case. But yeah, you can check in with our customer support so they can have a look and see maybe there's a way to add that feature. That's enterprise. Okay, cool. Got you. Yeah. Awesome. Amazing. So this is, so as we're wrapping up, let's take just a couple more questions here. Thanks for doing this lives. One more of them is the best showcase of what is possible. Yes, you know why I love live stream with Restream is because it's not about the things that we are going to tell you about Restream features and tools and abilities that you have. I mean, that's very important. We love educating our users, but most importantly is you guys sharing your use cases, like things that Charles was sharing, things that you were sharing, Stanley, things that Visna was sharing about like her setup and limitations and certain things that they have to do in order to get the things right when it comes to live video are the most exciting and inspiring things. You guys can learn from each other. You can experience what other people are doing, hopefully get inspired as we do all the time when we talk to you and hear your feedback. So this is amazing. Thanks again, guys. As a quick reminder, join our Facebook community on Facebook. Great space to talk to other Restream members, users, and Restream team about Restream related things, pretty much everything Restream. Please leave your comment on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, wherever you're watching us, if you want me to get back to you today with additional comments if we were not able to get your question. And yeah, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Livestream with Restream is every other Wednesday. And if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you will see a lot more educational content, tutorials, videos, interviews, live shows by our amazing guest hosts, all the good stuff. Gustavo, what are we going to do before we wrap up?
I don't know. Maybe we can throw some nice promotion for these guys that have been with us for almost an hour.
I was gonna say, oh, the promo code. Yes, we can. So we did not prepare a promo code. Like if you have one ready, then we will be. I'll be happy to share
I
it.
thought you had it prepared.
No, I thought we were like anyway. So I was gonna suggest that we do the high five, and then we're gonna play our little new studio promo that is really cool. Our new
Mhm.
video about like how Restream Studio works. But in the comments to this stream, since we brought this up and since this was a bit lengthy one, we are going to give you a little something. I'm going to share a link with a little special so you can get a Restreamers discount. And also,
Now we are talking.
now we're talking exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that will be added at the comments section for your both Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn stream. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching, commenting, asking questions, and pairing. Everyone who paired with us today is a superhero. Thank you, Restream team. Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone else who added their channels and was brave enough to test this new feature with us. And we are so, so happy and excited to see what comes next. So, all right, Gustavo, let's do the high five. And 1, 2,
Go.
and 3.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that was a good one. It was perfect.
Yeah,
It did.
I
It
think
did
we did it.
work.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Awesome. So I'm your host, Anya. It was Restream Team in Austin, Texas. Joining me today is Gustavo from Restream Team Europe. And we
Thanks
wish you a
everyone.
happy rest of your week. Thanks for your chats and comments.
Bye
Wishing you the
bye.
best. Cheers, team.